The veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. So that's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. Dumps it off to his running back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect up. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd down carry for Achane. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them. Yep. The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
20 TX.
Now Tagovailoa on 4th. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And look at the opportunity they've now got at the very start of this game, Brock. All thanks to the interception on that opening possession.
Yeah, they love to say that a running game is a quarterback's best friend, but right next to that bestie is a defense that can take the ball away for you.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go, unlock right.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. He's going to loft run deep to the left. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Rattler, 18 Rattler.
3rd and short here. Sanders.
What the fucking high pass, bro.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. This is complete to Waller. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means first down. It's like you always say, right back to work for them. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Brings up second and 3.
And with Achane here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Tagovailoa on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it's good coverage, contested catches, that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Escape, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half. You just kind of wait. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Man, come on.
This play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
Results in a first down.
That's me.
Throwing now, Tagovailoa. Here's a screen for Achane. They're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator's quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Offense to the line for second down. 2 now from the gun. Looking to his running back, incomplete. Snap play's going to bring up third down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Going deep here for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! These guys take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. To return, Jerome Ford. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 24.
Ready, set.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. First and 10.
Cougar 19, here we go, here we go. Cougar 19, go.
Play action, Sanders. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it inside the 25. He picks it in for the touchdown. These guys will reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And these guys tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returnable from the 1.
Well, that's the case. Either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
Offense to the line. Here we go. They'll start the drive with A-Chain. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Offense in a hurry up here. A-Chain again on second. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. They sent with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Here's Jake Bailey now on for the punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. He dodged the tackle. Oh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Come on. Thank you, Cardinal.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Takes away from one. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
All right, it's about time to get started with quarter number 2. Whole offense out, ready to go. They have 2nd down and 5. They'll go play action for Sanders. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Press on 80. 65.
Run right side. Judkins.
Oh, you fucking
Defense gets him in the
dickhead.
line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
19 tight.
They'll go. It's Sanders. He's got it to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle. Right there, and stay in.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
It's Sanders out of the pistol. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
19 right.
Sanders now on third down. On target here to Njoku. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A big completion for the rookie out of Colorado. It gets his guys a first.
First and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions. Go.
Junkins running between the tackles. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Hauled in by Njoku left side. And he is in. Touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Return coming from the 6. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa gets this one to Waller. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up in the 38. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa.
Oh, it would not let me off this shit.
And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Chan running right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Offense to the line. Second down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Looking this fullback down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It'll be 3rd and 5 on the other side, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Tagovailoa. This finds its target.
Come on, man.
This gets the 1st and more. And he will take this in. Touchdown.
Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Sanders connects on the point after. And these guys tie things up at 14.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. He gets this to Harold Fannin Jr. complete. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Now Sanders. Hits his running back. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Completed to his running back. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
On the ready.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Come on. Set. Left leg. Viking. Engage.
On 1st down, here's Sanders. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. No luck finding his receiver that time, so it'll be 2nd down. Only time left for one more snap block, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from 48 on the left hash. Schmidt connects, and they've taken back the lead.
Just really nice execution on his part to convert there. For the kicker to pay off, really the execution of his teammates. He works so much on situational opportunities those minutes before halftime, and they maximized it.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. He fields it from the 8. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. Fields this one at the 3. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
On the return, they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 third.
From the gun, Judkins. And he made his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
16 Vikings. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Big strike downfield to Judy. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First.
Put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece.
Yo, what up?
And he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. To the air on 1st down. Sanders has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to bring up 1st down.
60 Maverick.
From the red zone on 1st. Luke Jenkins on the drop down. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. There in the close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Starting from the 5. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. 2 and out from the gun. That's Hill on the slant. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So 1st down from the 41. Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Able to find Achan. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back, which shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Still has some space inside the 35. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that is good for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Not 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Goes to the hurry-up offense here. Tagovailoa back to throw. Right Gordon out of the backfield. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. One makes the catch. He
Fuck.
does it. Touchdown. These guys start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the 2nd half. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Judkins up the middle. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Mustang 19, 7-5, Cap 50, Cap 50, Dragon 60.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Puts a man on the deep down the middle. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
18, 5 years. Warriors 70.
Man, I'm trying, bro. This
Third
nigga.
and long for him here. That one's caught. Judy has it. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. That one now
I'm trying, Brody.
yards and a new set of downs, too.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's Judkins on first down. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown!
Is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And his guys drive there, lead to 11. After the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. He's going to field this at the 2. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. There's a chance up the middle. Into the red zone. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. Don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Bring the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, you have a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Here's a screen for H.N. And in he goes for the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
All right, 2 in his offense, going for 2 here. All right, they're going to throw for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
Oh, damn, defense, what the fuck you doing?
Right, a 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. Get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
All set to go now from the 35. Sanders going to throw here on 1st. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Buffalo 18, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19.
And again here, Sanders. That was first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Cater Calhoun. So he needs some extra help with that return. And after the interception, they're going to be down inside the 40.
Fucking
Well, I know aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold us.
Stop, bro.
40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa.
Wow.
They're going to have first and goal. We begin our 4th quarter. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's just a field goal game right now. Still a lot that can happen. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. They'll try the middle with Gordon.
Wow. Get down, bro.
These guys make them pay for turning it over. So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They're not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
That one right down the middle. And these guys take a 4-point lead.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. All set to go now from the 35.
19, 19 right.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And they're going to have a first down now.
At the 49-yard line.
Rack 60. Street, rig alert. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cup 19, trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Caught by Burton. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Warriors 70. 79 Broncos. Go.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. And this one's not going to connect. It's knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Might shift to the run here, 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Start.
They'll go with the design keeper. He's got the first down grab and still going. And they'll give him somewhat to end the run. That's going to move to 6. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Took the ball himself for a big run.
To throw now is Sanders. Finds him over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives him a first down.
Pass on 11. Pass on 11. Bronco 80. Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Working inside the red zone. He completes it in traffic. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
At the 2-yard line.
The
Offense
fuck,
at the
man?
line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Just a yard left to go on second down. Fullback drive, power across. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it first and goal.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down. A big red zone stop.
Working quickly here. Sneak here, Sanders. And this time he fights his way across for the touchdown.
I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they get gutted right up the middle.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. This kick is no good, and that could be a big one, Brock. They fail to push the lead to a field goal. You know what that means? Now even more pressure on their defense. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level. They want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Here's Achane from the pistol. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
It's safe. Go ahead.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on throw, that's a go-to route to target.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. They throw deep to the left side. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Okay, break.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
A give left side. Judkins. He's still going at the 30. Again, he's got room. And they take this in for the score. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Point after upcoming, this for a 2-score lead to potentially clinch the win. And like the game-winning extra point strikes true, and that should do it. We get a 2-score game now late.
Our home team 44, visitors 35.
Come on, Cleveland. You gotta hold on, man.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store.
It's a good team, man. We can...
Has this at the 6. A little burst so far. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Two and out from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives him the 1st.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's gonna be 2nd down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Now to throw. Amazing concentration. That deep ball was tipped, but he's still coming.
Bro.
So a time
Bro.
play, and they get the 1st on 3rd and 19.
One thing we don't have
Bro.
is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers.
That's crazy.
Serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. We get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Clock inside of 50 seconds now. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Here's Tua. He has it after 5. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right behind.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys cut the lead down to just 2. Down a score, less than 45 seconds left. They know they need to get this back. And the hands team brings in the onside kick. That should set them up for victory. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore. But he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Line up the design keeper. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. This celebration begins for our winners as we say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.
Mm. I'm gonna take your shit out.
Better brace yourselves. Old man Willie in the building, and I'm handing out L's today. Hey, hoodie boy! Those shorts look like they from middle school tryouts. Man, what? And you with the ink. Bet you shoot like a tadpole. You Vegas? Chris? Drake, where y'all at? I've been looking around so long, I feel like I lost more than my hairline. It's like trying to find my teeth in a glass of water. You wild on I ain't wild. I'm ready. When y'all pop up, I'm dropping buckets, and this person in this park old as me is Dane. He's still dropping 40. So I figured 30 in the rent ought to keep me young, right? Watch what happens when I lift these up. Ready now, I'm getting buckets. Check me out. 3 threes, couple floaters, old man. Better brace yourselves. Old man Willie in the building, and I'm handing out L's today. Hey, hoodie boy! Those shorts look like they from middle school tryouts. Man, what? And you with the ink. Bet you shoot like a tadpole. You Vegas? Chris? Drake, where y'all at? I've been looking around so long, I feel like I lost more than my hairline. It's like trying to find my teeth in a glass of water. You wild on I ain't wild. I'm ready. When y'all pop up, I'm dropping buckets, and that person in this park old as me is Dane. He's still dropping 40. So I figured 30 in the rec ought to keep me young, right? Watch what happens when I lace these up. You really think they're ready? Ready or not, I'm getting buckets. Check me out. 3 threes, couple floaters, old man. Better brace yourselves.